Los Angeles Rams are on their Super Bowl high after beating the Bengals in Super Bowl 56, but a lot of Rams fans potentially can't enjoy that high very long. Potential volatility coming out of Los Angeles. Mize, I know you've got that story.
Nick, let's set the stage here, okay? Walking away from the game early. Many people have done it. Andrew Luck, Rob Gronkowski, kind of. Luke Kuechly, Calvin Johnson, Patrick Willis, Travis Frederick, Doug Baldwin, all the way back to your Ricky Williams and your Barry Sanders. There's been tons of players who have walked away from the game early, and those players, every single one of them, are all still thought of extremely highly, which makes me think there's really not a downside to walking away from the game early if you have everything that you want out of it. Speaking of getting everything that you want out of it, Sean McVay has done everything a coaches want to do. He took a team, he turned it around, took in a quarterback, built the pieces together that he wanted, went to a Super Bowl, traded, got a different quarterback, took that team to the Super Bowl and won this time. He's done everything you could want to do as a coach. So, is he going to be a coach anymore? Is he going to walk away from the game early? This is very interesting because there's a lot of options on the table for McVay. And I think winning the Super Bowl really makes him think, what all has been stacked up against the Rams in the coming seasons? Nick, let's discuss what are some of the negatives that the Rams have coming against them in the coming season.
Well, I'm pretty sure they don't have a salary, a first-round pick till 2055.
Yeah,
I think they've given away all their draft picks. High picks, mid pick, doesn't matter. They give them all away. And honestly, it's probably really tough for a coach. I'm sure. It's a challenging environment to know you're always going to have to be dealing with a lot of 4th and 5th round picks that you have to play. So that for starters. Salary cap is bad. They're 10 million under and they've got a lot of veterans. So that's going to get worse. So bad salary cap, no picks. And they're an old team too. They're, in terms of their star players are all veterans. So what else? Am I missing anything?
So you hit them all on the head. So no picks. GM famously has a coffee cup that says F them picks. Okay. No picks. No salary cap wiggle room. Okay. You can't go out and sign another veteran. And all of your star players, their contracts that you came in and brought all these guys in, they're coming up. So you're going to have to renegotiate all those contracts and figure out if they're going to take less money to still be on the team. So why, if you're McVay, do you not just step back from the game and try to find a more lucrative deal? You see Peyton Manning, you see all these other faces, you see the Randy Mosses, you see the Michael Strahans. You see yourself a good coach, Sean McVay, good-looking guy, good talker, great football mind. This is like the next big Amazon Prime commentator. Like this is the guy that you need. You get the guy who just won the Super Bowl as your broadcaster. Viewers are going to flock to that, and he's going to rack up millions, probably more than he made as a coach. I mean, this seems like the perfect opportunity. So when this story came out and says, is it time for McVay to step away from the game? Is an early return, a good option? It made me think, players walked away from the game early, and I doubt many of them regretted it. Is this going to be one of the first coaches that we see to leave on a high note, walk away from the game early? And this was a very interesting thought for me.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I love him potentially, Amazon Prime booth. Can you imagine him and Al Michaels in the same booth calling football games? That would be an awesome experience for all the fans. I think the thing with McVay that I keep going back to is most coaches, and really think of it, most like leaders at top ends of organization are usually older, maybe 50s or so when they take those positions. So what do they have? Their kids are older. They've been married for 20, 30 years. They've already experienced so much other parts of life other than their career. McVay has done none of that. I think he's engaged, but he's 36, doesn't have kids. He's not married, but he's achieved so much. He's been so football focused and football driven. I wonder if McVay a little bit in his mind is like, I can go be a broadcaster, make just as much money, and I can have a life. I can have family. I can have friends. Like as a coach, you can't just like go out to a barbecue with your friends. Like you can't go, like, even when you go on vacation, right? He was going on vacation to try and get Matt Stafford last offseason. You can't just go on vacation. And I think that part of it is kind of in his head a little bit. And now that he's got the ring, he's like, look, I've done it all. I went to a Super Bowl. I went to another one and I won it. I've got a championship. You know, I've got my legacy set. Let me take some time off. Let me, you know, get married, settle down, do whatever I want to do personal life-wise, make a bunch of money being an announcer, and, you know, get to actually live life and enjoy life. I mean, he's, like you said, this guy in his mid-30s. He's a multi-millionaire. He's well-known. Look, enjoy life. And all the power to him when he takes advantage of it.